local folks are really quick. They have already started brewing tea. Gentle reminder, the room does not provide in-room slippers, so you should bring your own. I think it's also possible to request for a connecting room. Not sure why we were not given this option. Balcony feels a little more spacious than the Dream Cruise one. Has been left there for some time already.
Maybe not very long. I think he frustrated by everybody. Time is worth it. One night,
Then the thing is, they don't do much activity.
it means they are literally paying for the food.
Yeah. And the lodging. 哎呦，6块，6块美金，6块。
And 32 for the next number.
So later on today, we are going to disembark at Penang. We are going to bring our old folks around the city for a quick tour because they haven't been to Penang for a very long time. We are going to depend a lot on Google Maps, just looking for places to eat, places to shop at, also in terms of booking Grab rides. So please make sure you have mobile data. If you're looking for affordable and reliable eSIM data, I highly recommend Saily. Saily offers super competitive pricing so you can get all the data you need at a fraction of what traditional roaming would cost. Moreover, Saily works in more than 190 countries. You can choose to buy data plans in a specific country or in regions, which is great for trips that cover multiple countries. The best part is how easy it is to set up. Simply download the Saily app and register for an account. Then buy the data plan you need and follow step-by-step instructions to install and activate the eSIM. Your data plan will activate automatically when you reach your destination. Once the eSIM is installed, there is no need to install a new eSIM for each country. Enjoy an exclusive 15% discount on Saily data plans when you apply code YULDAYS at checkout or enter the link saily.com/YULDAYS. I'll leave a link to download the app in description below.
It's really different bringing the old folks out for holiday because they did not want to go to the Georgetown Old Town. We are probably just going to chill here until the end of the Penang stopover.
Yeah, it's connected to.
Thank you. 好啦，对，做偏了。
筷子汤勺也错。我有点
Bro, you want you take ah?
Okay. I don't eat oily in the morning.
Turmeric.
First, pocket.
这个是金木梅来的。
所以是好吗？可以吧？去不远的话可以啦，带一个 tissue wallet handphone。I'm a little surprised by the prices in Phuket. For example, I went to check out Uniqlo in Phuket and it's actually more expensive than in Singapore. So I guess international brands are not really worth buying here. 4,000 baht.
我是看不完买不完。
难怪我 pattern 跟你一样，整天买 bag。这个美耶。
做牛仔裤啊。
Oh, should see this.
What is it?
The brand.
Oh.
不能找你收起来干嘛？收起来出国穿。我说你经常出国。没有。
No, I mean like to buy back as a 这个特别嘞。
Strawberry 干的，你要不要？
不用了。你的呢？
你也是。
Yeah. So please pick any one from the box.